Here we go. I'm again, man. Another episode, man.
Yep. Everyone, how y'all doing?
Man, I'm digging this background, man.
Background is nice.
I'm digging it. I know it's gonna change again, but I wish I wish we can keep it. But I think we got something better.
We always got something better.
I always got something better. It's coming down the pipe.
Hey,
You know what I'm
everyone.
saying about it?
How y'all doing? Sorry about us being a little bit late, but
Yeah.
thank y'all for holding on and rocking with us.
Appreciate y'all. Thank y'all so much, man, for the ones that's just chiming in. Well, everybody's just chiming in because we just chimed on. For the first ones that's chiming in, man, let us introduce ourselves. We are Dietrich Waters and
Renard Pope.
we are Thrive 365. This is where success, substance, and relationships matter. We are a podcast via Facebook as of right now that is inevitably reaching out and linking up with people that want to change their lives. I say inevitably because if we keep going, we're going to evolve into something that people adore, something that people look for because it's something that people are longing for. And what I'm talking about is that conversation, life. That's what we talk about every Tuesday at 8 p.m. We do this thing for about an hour. And tonight's topic is you can't thrive in fear.
Cannot do it.
You can't do it.
Nope.
So this is how we're doing it tonight. For everybody that's chimed in right now, share this video.
Please do.
Tonight we're gonna get it in. I
God bless
promise you. Honestly, I don't even know what's gonna come on my mouth. I didn't write no notes. I didn't study for this, no nothing. You know what I'm saying? But when I tell you, I have an idea that this is gonna be good tonight. So you guys make sure you share this tonight.
Yep. Well, you know me. I'm the note taker, y'all, because I got a couple of things that I definitely want to make sure get said. A couple points that I definitely want to make sure that we talk about. This topic right here is just, I felt like it just needed to be talked about. I've seen it in different people's lives. Got some good real life examples to give y'all, but definitely we're gonna jump right in.
Jump right in.
Like we were saying, the curse of fear.
The curse of fear.
Ooh. It is the enemy's most powerful weapon. Okay? It's a control mechanism. All right?
Why you say it's a control mechanism though?
Because I'm gonna get into that.
Okay.
It's an invisible prison.
Oh heck yeah.
It also sets limitation.
Absolutely.
All right. So those are the 3 points that I'm gonna feed off of those and just kind of talk a little bit. I'm gonna get into it. I'm glad you asked that, but we're gonna get into that. All right. So you know, when I say a control mechanism, I like to talk about media and just the world around us. You know,
Call it the puppet tip.
I'm telling you, man. You look at them. Sometimes, if you notice, sometimes, man, you can be in a good mood, right? You can turn on the TV and kind of watch a couple things, man. What's going on in the world? And I know news is important, but you get too wrapped in, man, and if you don't take a break and let yourself kind of depress, man, it'll have you scared to go outside, man.
It will, man.
It'll have you want to go to gun store tomorrow.
Yeah.
Buy about 20 guns, shotgun, maybe even a grenade, and just be on edge, ready, because what you see.
Yeah, man. That's what they pump, man. Because the thing about it is, a lot of people don't like it. A lot of people don't care for it. They don't like it. They don't care for it, and they love it at the same time. They like this, almost like the adrenaline rush that you get. You get some type of adrenaline that goes through you when you see this. I don't know the name of the chemical right now. I can't even think of it. But there's a chemical in your body that gets stirred up when you see that type of news. It's almost like going on a roller coaster. You know what I'm saying? You get this type of chemical in your body, and it get aroused. You know what I mean? But what's the scary part about that? After a while, after getting that chemical aroused in your body so much. It's just like a drug. You'll get used to it, and you'll get desensitized. So it's very, very important, man, to relax, let go of the media sometimes, man, and to be able to come back and get honed in and get planted back to where you need to be, base.
Definitely.
That's scary, actually.
It is, man. I just kind of, I was just kind of thinking about that, man, as I was and it kind of happened to me, man. I was kind of watching the news and kind of, looking at some things. It's like, wow, that happened. And then somebody else got killed. I was like, dang, that happened. And they was just doing this. And I was like, dang, man, made me want to think about carrying again. I was like, dang.
Sure, I do.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell you, dog.
Okay.
I do, man. I got a little client to come in. This dude, he keep it on him all the time. I'm like, at the end of the day, for y'all that's I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
For you guys that's carrying, get you a concealed permit, man.
Definitely. Come on, y'all.
Because when you got that thing on your hip, just know this, man, you are the new target.
Okay.
If they had a target, you became the new target.
Definitely the new target.
Okay? You ever heard of, hit the biggest joker in the room in the mouth,
okay,
and the rest of them a fold? Had that thing on your hip. You the biggest
Somebody
thing in the room.
Somebody gonna test you. They gonna be like, boys in blue, hey, do you have a, they gonna hit you. And if you don't, you know what time it is.
Yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah, man.
But there you go. So the media, right? So next, like I said, an invisible prison. I thought about this, man. I was watching TV, right? Now, think about it. Even back in slavery times, there was about 1 million slaves, man. It wasn't even half that many masters. Why people just didn't revolt? Because people know that you can put somebody in the mine in a prison.
Yeah, man.
It even has evolved to today, right? A lot of people say, "Hey,
ooh, I'm finna talk about
we out of slavery, but we still mentally slaves." I was like, "Wow, that's pretty deep."
Yeah.
In a lot of ways, man. If you can enslave somebody in the mind, you got them. Got them.
Straight like that, man. Hey, boy, man, listen.
Go ahead, sir.
Boy, look, I just want to piggyback on what you just said, man, because it's crazy how you can have people that be so afraid of what's going to happen.
Ooh, they will stop themselves before they even.
What was the point you just made? Make that point again, what you just made.
So, being a slave in your mind. It's just, that's the one of the, when you have somebody in mind, and I was going to go here, that's why you look at a lot of people even in relationships.
Okay.
People know, that's why you got people who get a lot of times get manipulated. A lot of people know, once I got that mind, they got you. So, I mean, this just applies to so many different things. That's what I was thinking about. Just people, kind of. It's people who that's how they thrive. They thrive in the opposite direction.
Yep.
They want to stay on top of you.
Yep. They do.
Because they fear you.
They do. I'm gonna go ahead and put it out there. Like our counterparts. We black men. We say all the time, this is not a black show. I want to take the time today. I'm gonna take the time today to say it is, because we black men.
Okay.
We just happen to have people that are not our same race to watch this show.
Okay.
So, because I know you was finna piggyback off of what we normally would say, but honestly, that's who our audience is as of, but that makes up the majority of our audience. So we address that quite a bit. You know what I'm saying? Yep. So what I want to say is, as far as our counterparts, and a lot of people like to just say white, they're not our counterparts. You have Asians, you have so many different ethnicities and different groups that are here in the United States, because we're here in the United States, that are, I don't want to say majority, if you will, they say the majority, but if you do these numbers and add us up, we are like we are because of the fear. The fear that was implanted in us through the slavery days or whatnot. We have that same type of fear on us now.
Man, we do.
And I'm gonna tell you, it got translated. It was at first it was the fear of being locked up and in bondage.
Mm-hmm.
Then it became the fear of being locked out of opportunity.
Ooh,
It became the fear of somebody else having the opportunity and getting ahead of me. It became my brother that looks like me getting the opportunity and projecting over me. You know what I'm saying?
That's where the hate come from.
That's where the hate come from. And like a lot of people be like, it's self-hate, it's self-hate. A lot of people don't understand. I don't think a lot of people understand what self-hate is. I don't think they get it, though.
Right.
I think they really just, I love myself. I love myself. No, if you love yourself, you'll watch how you deal with yourself when you deal with people. Because
Especially of your own.
yeah, what goes around comes around.
Man, come on now.
Like, deal with a person like you want to be dealt with. Like we were talking about last week. Supporting the people in your communities.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying?
Come on, y'all.
If you really didn't feel like these people were a threat to you, if you really felt like you wasn't bigger than anybody else, why wouldn't you take the time to fuel the people inside of your community?
No different.
And if you want a different hand, if you want a different look in your community, you want to get the other people's foot off your neck, well, why don't you start empowering and building your community? Like Killer Mike did that special when he was trying to find, he was going to do nothing but support black businesses. And he was like, it was so hard because you really couldn't find any.
Right.
In that general area. You go get gas. What the hell you going to go get gas from?
It ain't no black gas station. I haven't seen one.
But
I'm not sure it's not.
we spent all this money,
Man.
year to year.
Trillions.
We are the higher consumer. So if you are the higher consumer, that means you're spending money. That means you have money. Okay? Now, I don't want to go too far in this, but when I'm thinking about the situation, we're talking about fear, and we're talking about you can't thrive in fear. We got to get over not supporting one another. Get over that fear of thinking somebody's going to get over on you.
Man.
You know what I mean?
I was even thinking about how, even just growing up, man, a lot of fear. I was even thinking about how, just like in my family, just even things like, it was almost like, it was like a cultural fear that my family or people around, like, my family, close friends and family put in me, like, just even cultural, like stuff like superstition, scary movies, just things like that, man, that it's crazy because you ever been around a person, man, and this actually happened to me not too long ago, man. I was around somebody and they said something that was very superstitious. I heard this before. I ain't gonna repeat it, but they said that. I was like, dang, you believe in that?
What did they say?
Just kind of, I really don't want to. Let's just say this. It was one of them things where it was like an old folktale, and the person said it. And she was like, because in my house, I did it. And I was like, what? You do that? I said, so you run around your house, dang near scared to be there by yourself. Putting the covers on, can't have your feet out the covers, just because you really that scared. I was like, dang. I said, you grown.
I'm telling you though, that's the mind is powerful. Because after
mind.
watching them scary movies, that's when I watch evil movies. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna let you go.
Okay.
But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna confess right now.
Okay.
I don't watch evil movies.
I don't either.
So if I'm ever going on a date, don't ask me to watch no goddamn evil movies.
I did when I was younger.
I don't do no more.
And it put some things in my mind.
I'm gonna tell you what it made me do. I couldn't take a shower with the shower curtain closed, player. I couldn't.
Yeah.
After watching a scary or evil movie,
Man.
Joker's crawling up the wall and carrying on to my, I will take your soul. Oh, I'm like, man, listen, man. I'm not even going straight to sleep after watching it. I gotta watch something funny.
Hey, Man, and growing up, man, like that was like kind of our culture. I remember that, man.
Yeah, man.
Like that's why
Freddy Krueger.
certain things you cannot put once again in your spirit. You gotta let that stuff go. But like you said earlier, you made a good point. That fear kind of, it's like you scared, but you want to know. You scared, but you're curious.
Yeah.
Nah, player. But so anyway, most of even decisions that we make are out of protocol. I can remember being younger, and even my parents have done this to me, man. Growing up, you see a nice little girl come from a nice little family. You ain't got no interest in her, but your parents are like, oh, my son to be with a nice young lady, which most parents do. Talk to her, son. Yeah, go ahead, talk to her, because you don't want to mess around and not be able to find a good one. Man, come on, man. all these women in the world, man.
Yeah.
But it was just like, hey, yeah, do that. Protocol, because I don't want you to mess up. I don't want you to make a mistake and get with a woman who ain't no good. But Dad, hey, if you put these good things in me, you should have enough faith to know that it's gonna come out one day. Don't put something in your kids. Then when it's time for your kids to weather the storm or to pass the test, you scared. You gotta know, hey, I put it in them. I got faith. It's gonna come through. But
Boy, I'm gonna tell you something. I'm gonna want to talk to the fellas right now. Were you talking about that right there? And he was talking about, talking to the young ladies and that type of thing. Fellas, listen, man. Understand. Don't be afraid, bro. Be a man, dog. Don't be afraid, because I'm gonna tell you, all these guys out here they really think this, bro. That they have to have a baddie. If they don't have a baddie, they can't fit in society. They can't fit into all the social events and this type of thing. They can't pull up with something that's reputable. And I say this because I mentally had been there myself. I had to grow.
hey, I've talked to people. I've talked to guys who are in relationships right now with women. They hate they're in a relationship.
They hate it, bro.
But
It's
they
real.
was fearful. They didn't have enough courage to say, hey, we not really right for each other. You a nice person, I'm a nice person. Maybe we should go find people that are better for us. No.
Right.
So they stayed. This is safe with fear. Now they got kids together, mortgage. They wish they would have just, stepped out, do a little more. But
Took the time and took your little lady to the gym and turned her into a baddie. Turn her into a what? And when I say turn, because people, they like to get offended when you say that. What you mean? Well, listen, when I say turn, what I mean is finesse and bring out the inner her. Like sometimes a woman don't know what she can achieve. She don't know what she can be until she has that somebody that can have her back. Same thing, vice versa. Y'all flip it. A woman can find a man that they know what he can be, but can get behind him and empower him. And you got a guy that don't have the check. You're looking for a guy that got the check. Get a man with ambition and help him get the check. Look at that girl, Keisha Dior, how she did Gucci. Man, she flipped that boy upside down and make him who he is. Guess what? It was so many women that wasn't studying Gucci before he went to jail. That boy came out and became Gucci. But he became something else.
sex symbol for
Yeah.
real.
So at the end of the day, now how many women now really like how Gucci look? He in shape, fit, got a grill all the way right. You know what I'm saying? The boy walking around goo-wop doing his thing now. You know what I'm saying? And there was a woman that got behind him and flipped it for him. But I just want to say that for the fellas, don't be afraid, because that person, man, that's going to help you thrive potentially is not a baddie, dog. But just know you can get behind her just like she'll get behind you.
Okay.
And work on some things. Like I said, finesse. You can't just walk in and be like, I want you to do this, I want you to do that.
Man, that's
You catch more bees with honey, man.
people
Do
kill
things
me.
with her.
People kill me with that, man. That's so fairy tale. The person you meet is gonna be undone just like you. Don't nobody
Yeah.
complete you.
Yeah, that
Okay,
part.
people kill me with that.
Elevate.
Ain't no knight in shining armor. Ain't, man, come on. Everybody got issues. Everybody got problems that we gotta deal with. You know what I'm saying? it's not gonna be like that. I've heard some ladies be like, man, I want my man to have this and this and that. What he probably wants you to have this and that also. Guess what? Y'all gotta come together and make something. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying don't be with nobody who won't have no ambition or ain't bring that to the table, but you know, I've heard some people, I want just somebody to complete me. Nah, if God sent them, it's some work need to be done on. Come on now.
It gotta be, and that's like even sometimes, bro. And man, y'all don't get me wrong. When I be on this thing talking, man, with my brother, man, I know sometimes I be talking, he be like, man, this dude be tooting his horn, or he always want to talk about himself. Listen, I live with myself for 3 years. I'm the best example I got of everything I know and everything I love. So at the end of the day, I'm gonna talk how I talk because I am me, you know. And maybe I could look around and point out some other things, but God put it on my heart to put myself on the table, good and the bad, at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? But real talk, man. I almost don't want to make the point I was finna make.
No, make it.
But
because hey, just like we can talk about the bad, we got to talk about the good too. Why not?
Why not?
You got kids in college doing the damn. Excuse me, y'all know I'm curse, but doing the damn thing.
No, I said, damn, he cussed.
Come on, man. You got if that ain't something to be proud of.
Say a cuss word. I dare you to say a cuss word.
You got my boy right here, handsome, doing this thing. Kids doing their thing. I'm talking about some good kids at that.
Thank you, man.
Man, come on,
21
man.
21 gun shot to them, man.
Come on, man.
21 gun salute to them.
And to the mom too.
Cause I want to say though, man, no discredit to their mom, okay? Cause I want to say this, you know what I'm saying? It's just like I don't want to take no credit from her. But I just say from my point of view, all I did was it's almost like riding a bike with training wheels. All I did was what we did was get behind them, push them, and to the point that they can roll by themselves. That's it. They had to do the pedaling. They had to do the work. They got there by doing the work. Don't be afraid, man. Do the work. That's all I've ever told them.
Come on, man. Come on. That's good. That's
but thank you, man.
No, hey, we got to say what needs to be said, man. Because you know what? One thing about it, society will always point to the negative or the mistakes. We're going to celebrate the good things, man. Come on now. Yep. That's something that needs to be. Any of y'all out there who got kids in college or kids doing well in school, memorable kids doing it, man, because I know what it needs.
And likewise, because I see you at functions with your daughter.
I'm putting the knuckle to you. Hey, I love her and I treat her like a queen, but I'm hard on her. Yeah. I'm hard.
Got to. Got to have balance, man. You got to have balance in everything, don't you?
Got to.
Man, I had to have a conversation with my daughter and my son not too long ago, and
sit down
and get it, man. Let's do this. I had a kind of a conversation with my daughter and my son. They got into a spat. I could count on one hand how many times I put my hands on my daughter. My daughter is 19 years old now. I almost want to say I regretted it once I did it, but it called for it at the time. I couldn't have fear because I want them to thrive. But to thrive, I want them to have their relationships in order. Listen,
that's a good one.
If I don't talk to your brother, your sister a certain way, you don't talk to your brother or sister a certain way. If I don't put my hands on you, you don't put your hands on them. Y'all belong to me.
There you go.
He belong to me. Don't you put your hands on him. She belong to me. Don't you damn sure better not put your hands on my daughter. Boy, it's hell to pay. I had to put my hands on them that day.
What your mom used to say? I will take you out of here. I brought you in the world. I will take you out.
Man, listen, I believe it. I ain't taking my children out of here.
We ain't taking them out, but you know what they meant. To be serious.
But I believe I damn near he felt like he finna leave out. He put his damn hands on my daughter. He felt the wrath that day, and I ain't let him have it all the way. I said, boy, don't you ever. I don't care, push, mush, nothing. I don't want you doing this.
Right.
Don't touch my daughter, because I don't want nobody sending a signal to her that a man could put his hands on her. Because boy, look here, I done been to the school. One day it was a dude that mushed her. He didn't even hit her, he just mushed her. I was on my way. Some said going in the gym, boy, and going here, hey little boy, rough him up real good, throw him into the wall. Hey bro, she got a real daddy. Some said Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Respect protocol, like you say.
Hey, once again, logic. A real man, logic. You see how he said he processed that? We talk about what we want to do, but then he did this because he knows that it could get really ugly if he put his hands on that little boy. He could have hurt that little boy real bad.
Oh, I was gonna shake him up, man.
So a man is like, you know what? Let me.
Oh, you see that? Oh,
so
I practiced that move, boy.
So a man.
One time.
So a man said, let me bring this back because I know that's logic.
And plus, at the end of the day, I got a son, and if another man ran down on my son like that, I had to wonder how I'll deal with it because I don't want nobody putting their hands on my child. But at the same time, boy, what did you do?
Right.
You gotta be held accountable for the things that you do in life.
This is true.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be accountability.
Yep. And then it depends on how bad he roughed him up and what he did. And it depends on how I feel at that moment and where that man is at. Because, boy, if he's in my vicinity after he put his hands on my child, I might would have had to say, man, why you just didn't find out what his parents was? You know what I'm saying? But then again, I had to understand. Because guess what? That man, if it was his daughter, bro, I got a daughter, I probably had him the same way. It is what it is. Ain't that right?
So that kind of leads us into another little point that I wanted to make. Talking about fear that manifests into anger. I used to do this to my brother, and I'm sorry, Reg. I'm sorry to do this to you. I used to hide in the bathroom with the lights off. And we would pass, I would jump on. Rawr! And he would get scared. He would punch me. Oh, man, why you punch me? Man, you shouldn't scare me, man.
Yeah.
You know I'm scared. I used to be notorious for that. Always doing. I would be in the bathroom for like 5 minutes. I can't wait till he come. Wait for him eating everything. Hear him come up the steps. Scared of living.
Yeah.
And then he would.
Yeah.
And I'm like, dang, man, why you push me?
Yeah.
Man, because you scared me, man. You shouldn't do that. Fear will manifest into anger. So, now, the reason why I said that. Think about this now.
Done up.
Man, I used to get it.
It happened to me too, man, my brother.
Think about this now. I want to talk about this because the response to fear is anger, right? A policeman pull you over, right? We heard about people getting pulled over, people who got shot, people who've gotten, just terrible things happening to people from fear.
Yeah.
They don't know you. When you're scared of somebody, you're gonna react in a way that is
Not so rational.
That's a good word. Thank you for that. Not so rational, to the point where some people have gotten killed.
Yep.
Right. So just putting this out there. This is like I said. Fear is a very strong weapon, and it governs so many things.
They do
in our everyday lives.
Boy, it's real.
And that's just why I just really wanted to kind of talk about it a little bit, because I was just thinking about it. Why did this person do this? Man, because he was fearful, man. He knew he couldn't fight, so the first thing he did, man, was he went for his gun. Whereas you can be somewhere, man, you might not have no gun on you, but somebody come up on you, you squaring up, you ready to go. Like you said, like, oh.
Right. Popping lock.
Hey, and I know my man, of mine don't mind getting down with you anyway.
Still to this day.
But you got some out there, boys in blue, who they are scared of black men.
Can I talk about
Please
this?
do.
So we're talking about the boys in blue, right? All right. Shout out to police department, man.
The good ones.
The people that do their thing, put their lives on the line, because y'all just know all police ain't bad police. You probably got some family members that are police officers.
But that
said somebody got to do the job. And just know, man, you had some people that are police. They were in fear that they wouldn't have reputable jobs. They wouldn't have a job, and that was the thing that they could think of, that they could say, you know what? I can be looked up to in the community and I can do well in the community. They didn't see themselves going to the military, so they chose being police. My grandfather was a policeman. He was an awesome goddamn man. You understand that? So at the end of the day, you have these guys, man, that's taking on this code and took on this job. You gotta remember, man, they are people. They're human beings. They are guys. Some of these guys, they were punks in school, was getting their ass whooped. So now they policemen, they got badges and they got guns. Don't you know they ain't come build a badass overnight. Understand this? They still don't understand how to deal with pressure. Okay. And then these whatchamacallit, they send them through these academies or whatnot. They train them techniques. They don't train them psychologically.
No, they don't.
They can't, because you've even had police officers that retired or whatnot and say, you know what, man, I wish they would do a different type of training, because I remember when I was an officer, it was certain things that they didn't train us on and then go over. They went over more so pulling the gun and shooting all this, that, and the third, versus the thinking part of it, the psychological part of it. And then peep this, you have anybody outside of the black community, okay? Forget, we ain't gonna use black. We'll use the Hispanic community.
Okay.
Because we're always talking about us. We use the Hispanic community. Say, for instance, LAPD, okay?
LAPD.
You got some guys, Asian, white, black, whoever. They're not Hispanic, okay? They didn't grow up around Hispanics. They didn't grow up around the Chicanos and all that and carrying on. So when they go into their neighborhoods and when they do certain things that they do in their culture, you won't understand it because you didn't grow up with it. And what people don't understand, they fear. And fear makes you do what? It makes you act out of, you don't respond, and you react. You react out of something you don't even know about. So the way that you react, 9 times out of 10,
Irrational.
it'd be irrational. You do something that you wish you can take back, and now you up on non-pay leave or whatever it may be. You know what I'm saying? But check this. I'm just want to say this. I'm gonna leave this part alone. We as black men are a feared species.
Boy, what you saying?
Okay, so in so many ways, we are feared. Our minds, our creativity, our brawn, our athleticism, okay? Our ability to change the complexion of the fucking planet. Listen, it's us being black men. If a black man goes to Europe, where it's majority Caucasian, white, European, whatever you want to call it,
Right.
within 50 years, he can turn it brown.
You can turn it brown.
Within 100 years, he can turn it black. That's power. People know this.
People know this.
People understand
They
this.
understand it.
And it's something to fear. Understand this. So you have to understand some other things that you have to do to be able to cope with the society that we lived in, because we live with people that has this understanding. And when you understand that people think like this, you will move differently. You will think differently. You will think before you act. You will think before, I know my rights and X, Y, Z, before you come up missing. Understand this. You got to understand what you're dealing with. So in fear, you cannot thrive. But it's not for you to fear, knowing your power. It's not for you to fear. It is for you to learn. It's for you to put yourself in a position where you can apply the things that you have learned and become a thinker. And become a thinker to the point that the reason that people watch this show, because you got two brothers, we are thinkers and we talk amongst each other and we make it a conversation, that you have people that don't think like us and like some people that watch this show, but they'll start thinking like it to the point that it'll start coming off of them into their lives. It'll roll off into their lives and they'll handle themselves differently. And because they handle things differently, people that's around them handle themselves differently. I'm done.
I'm glad you said that, man, because thinking is so I was telling my daughter, you know, don't get me wrong, multiplication tables, you know, you know, 5 plus 5 equals 10. I told her, I said, you just, you know, like multiplication tables, you just spit that out. You learned it, right? You had to memorize it, right?
Yeah.
I told her, I said, but that's not thinking. I said, thinking is when somebody give you, okay, so if you're driving 10 miles an hour and then, you know, you hit your brakes, this, how many feet, word problems. Where that's,
judging, being able to judge.
That's when your brain, when those wheels are really turning. That's when you're thinking. I was trying to explain to her that I was like, that's why it's so important. I used to hate word problems when I was younger, but it's because it's not easy. It really makes you think. You have to think. You have to really sit there and those wheels start turning. You know, like I didn't realize my dad, you know, I used to think he was just being mean, he's real cold, but you know, something would happen in my life and then he would tell me something, he would like, think about it long enough, you'll figure it out. I'm like, that ain't helping me.
That's some daddy stuff, boy.
That ain't helping me. But truth be told, I thought my way through it and got through it.
Yeah.
Whether it was, hey man, I ain't gotta give me a second job, I gotta work some extra hours, man, I gotta cut some grass on the side, man, I gotta do this or that. I got through it, man. So, you know, thinking your way through situations. That's very important. I'm glad you said it, man.
Very important.
Not enough people really think, man. They look for other people to tell them the answers.
Yep. And cause they living in fear. They really live in fear, and they don't know it, dog. They living day to day. Cause the thing about it is, if you wasn't really scared of what's happening day to day, and you had a control over it, you had a muzzle on it, you would move around aggressively. Aggressively.
That's setting that limitation.
Yep. But instead, they're being safe. You don't make moves to make things happen.
And I've been guilty of it. I have been guilty of it. But like I challenge myself, I challenge you also. You know, if you want to get somewhere, you're gonna have to go through a period of being uncomfortable.
Oh, all the time, bro. I don't like being comfortable. I ain't gonna lie, cause the thing about it is, I'm gonna tell you what comfortable comes to me. Comfortable says, I'm finna get my fucking head knocked off in just a minute. I'm too comfortable. Ain't nothing going on. Here it come. It's on the way.
It's on the way.
I like staying on the edge, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I do. I like staying on the edge. I do.
Wow.
Keep the challenge going, man. What's going on? Who on this thing, man? 21 gun salute. Where you at, man? I seen the retention rate went down a little bit. Ain't nobody talking.
Come on, maybe we offended somebody. I don't know. What's going on?
Yeah. Ain't nobody sharing this thing or nothing.
Come on, man.
That's it, man. I'm finna go, man.
Now, if we was...
They ain't rocking with us.
We was talking about...
I thought they were rocking with us, man. Man, I'm finna go. They look at my dog, girl. I'm here to talk to my dog.
Come on, man. I mean, we love talking, but dang, we do this for the people.
Shakina Luster said, yeah, you got to take it easy and be wise under every circumstance, especially when it involves an enemy. Got to be wise.
Gotta be wise.
I almost cut this thing off. You know? What else you got now, though? They ain't talking to us tonight.
Man. So, you know, I even thought about it like, you know, talking to people, right? Let's just talk about talking to people. Some people will try to bring, instead, like, let's just say, you know, you're talking like you're talking, right? You got somebody else, you're talking about motivating people, not living in fear. That can intimidate somebody.
Say it again.
You know, you're talking about not being fearful. You're talking about thriving. Hey man, do this, do that. You're talking aggressively. That makes some people feel very insecure, right? So instead of being like, man, I gotta do my boy Trick, I got a man if I gotta get to his level, they feel more comfortable bringing you down to their level.
Absolutely.
So that's what they try to do.
Absolutely.
I've seen it happen before. I've seen it happen in the barbershop.
They do it all. They do it all the time.
In the barbershop.
Oh, snap. even women do it. It's one of those things, man. A lot of males really like to do it, man, because nobody wants to feel like a beta.
Nobody wants to feel vulnerable.
Right. Nobody want to be vulnerable. Nobody wants to be the person that people doing like this, and not just pointing at, but poking. Actually poking. Nobody wants to get poked. You know what I'm saying? But the women, the women, they know how to do it. They treacherous. Y'all some old treacherous. y'all some treacherous wenches. Yeah, I said. But the ones that act like that, I ain't saying all women. But the women that be acting on treacherous and carrying on, y'all old. I'm still old school words. Y'all some wenches. Cut that out, man.
And then a lot of women and men wonder why they can't get in healthy relationships. You so afraid, you so fearful of letting somebody get to know the real you. But love is a risk, right? You can't be fearful of that risk. I've even heard people say, "Oh, I love my husband, but I don't love him. I don't love him that hard because I don't want to be able to get the upper hand on me. I don't want to."
What?
Man,
you heard people
yes,
say this?
I've heard
in a marriage.
I've heard
or
people
just in a relationship.
Marriage. I've heard people in a marriage say,
wow.
"Yeah, I love him, but I don't want to make him feel too good."
And they had the balls to say that.
Yep.
Oh man.
Yeah.
That's
Because people so afraid of letting go and being vulnerable. But when you love, you also love hard. You should love unconditionally.
Well, you know what? No, I get it. I know it's people that think like that. And I know there's people that may feel like I don't want them to have the upper hand on me, so I'm not gonna do certain things.
The upper hand.
I'm not gonna say certain things because like they having arguments and conversations and be like, damn, I'm not gonna give them nothing to work with.
Okay.
Or I'm gonna stay hard and I'm gonna be stern. I'm gonna be firm. I'm gonna let them give in. I get that, but for them to say what you just said, well, shit, I don't want them to have the upper hand on me.
Yeah.
So I ain't gonna love them a certain. You
I've
gonna
heard,
love them?
Yeah, but even look.
That's crazy.
If you want somebody, if you want to be in a real relationship with somebody, you want somebody to give you their all. You want somebody to love you unconditionally. How can you want that, but you sitting up here, you not giving you not giving your all. It's like it's not gonna work. It's not gonna work.
Cause you scared they're gonna have a one up on them.
You scared you gonna.
They go right back to the
title. Scared of being vulnerable.
That go back to the title. You can't thrive in fear.
Your relationship won't be, and believe me, and let me tell you something.
It can't be what it can be.
And let me say this: if you're loving somebody like that, the insecurity is gonna come up. I'm telling you. I can't say when, but it's gonna be revealed because I've seen it be revealed before. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
Insecurities will come out. That's why you gotta love people. If you're gonna love somebody, you gotta love somebody the right way.
You're right, man.
It's the right way to love somebody. It's the right way to love somebody.
Yeah.
That's the wrong way to love somebody too. If your relationships manipulate, based off manipulation and this and that, man, I remember this. Look, I remember this girl told me. I used to date her. I ain't gonna reveal her, but her mom used to date this man for like 20 years. He never would teach her how to drive.
Oh man.
Because he knew.
I just heard of that too.
He knew if he taught her how to drive, she'd get the hell on. So this man would always be like, every time the mom wanted to learn how to drive, goes, "No, I'll take you. Oh no, I got you. I'll take you.
Right.
I'll take you." So this woman, with her whole life, and I don't think she knows how to drive today.
That's crazy.
But that was his control. He was in fear. That's what made him feel. I got the upper hand. She can't go nowhere. She can't drive.
Right.
She at home. She ain't going nowhere. If she needs something, I'll take it to her.
That's crazy.
So, man, I'm telling you, man.
Control, man.
Man, I'm telling you, it's a control.
I'm scared.
It is a weapon.
Scared somebody gonna leave that there.
Man, I'm telling you, man, you'd be surprised. If you really break it down, you'd be surprised at things people do out of fear. Even you going to sleep. All right, baby, good night. Then you get up and you looking through his phone. Why are you doing that?
Right.
You're fearful that he doing something.
And you're manifesting.
Manifest.
You're putting things in the universe that's out there that probably don't even exist. Cut that out.
Man, come on, man.
Manifest you some money.
Man, think about that. That part.
I'm trying to manifest me some, because I ain't got no. I'm trying to get it though. It's coming. It's on the way. A lot of it. Manifestation. Come on, manifestation. Say it again. Say it to the microphone. Manifestation.
Manifestation.
There it is. Let go, brother. Amen.
Man, I mean, boy. Girl told me when she sleep at night, she can't sleep with her back towards the door. If the door right there,
Yeah.
she can't do it.
Can't
She
do
won't
it.
be able to sleep. She gotta always sleep facing the door. I was like,
That's funny.
wow.
That is
Hey,
funny.
that's something that was put into her. That was something that was put into her. And it is grown with her through the years. It's a fear. It's a fear. And I guarantee you, if she have kids, they gonna
She
be
gonna
like
stay
that
that
too.
same fear.
Cause she gonna put that into them.
I'll be like, my mama damn
Fear.
crazy.
Oh,
I'll be like, my mama crazy as hell.
crazy. Man, I'm telling you, man, that's this fear. That's why I said this fear thing, y'all. We can't thrive in fear. We can't be fearful. A lot of the silly things that we have grown up culturally, have learned, and has been ingrained in us, we gotta let them go. We got to let them go.
Got to. But we got a lot of people on here talking, man. You got anything else point out before I start reading?
Nah, start reading. Let's get
Okay.
to it.
Aja Haja said there's a book. I guess it's called Can't Hurt Me.
Mm-hmm.
People have to get comfortable being uncomfortable. I'll take that.
That's a good word right there. A word, something to read, y'all.
Yeah, because if you get comfortable with being uncomfortable, when you're uncomfortable, you'll be used to being uncomfortable. If that makes sense.
Think about it. When people back then, when Wall Street crashed, you had some people killing themselves.
Yeah.
But when you
That
used to being poor, you go, hey man, we get through it.
Right.
We know the shit.
Right.
You wear that shirt that day and wear it next day.
Used to being on the tilt.
Okay.
All right. Excuse me. Shakina Luster. Love is definitely a risk, but one with high rewards.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take love over lust.
Okay.
Edwina Messina, somebody actually liking and loving this thing. It must be good. People who aren't transparent do not deserve to be with their significant other. And those who think they don't need to be transparent are hiding from themselves.
Thank you. Like.
Is I'm telling you, that was strong. Matter of fact, I'm gonna read it again. People who aren't transparent do not deserve to be with their significant other, and those who think they don't need to be transparent are hiding from themselves.
Transparency. I like that word. I like that word.
I
Gotta
like
be
that one.
transparent.
Like that one. There we go. Anna Rogers said, key to success is doing the things you fear the most. That goes for life, relationships, and business. Amen.
Spoken like a true
Come on, AJ.
business.
Ed's
partner.
back on this thing again. She said, fear is the works of the devil.
Thank you.
Don't open that door.
Thank you.
Come on, man.
We gonna stomp them.
Shakina Luster said that part.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's right. Alana Kara said 100. Come on,
Come on,
100.
sis.
10-10, 10-tension. What you know about that 10-tension? Come on down the pipe. So there it is. I guess that's the end. Ain't nobody else talking.
Man.
That's all y'all had to say.
Those some gems, though. We appreciate y'all. That's some gems.
Y'all excuse me, got another little setup tonight. I'm bumping the table and everything.
That's a gem, some gems, though, for real, man. This fear thing, man. We gotta, and a lot of, like I said, a lot of this. If you're doing some of the things that, like, I mean, let's just be basic here. What you put in your spirit can cause fear. Like we said, we don't do the scary movies. Even certain shows that you watch. If you're watching a show all the time about somebody cheating, but then you want to, I'm just looking for a relationship with a man that's going to do me right, but you always watching that. What are you really putting out there?
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? You got to watch what you put out there in your spirit.
Man.
You're being fearful and you're harping on it so much that, like my man said, you're concentrating on the wrong thing. So I've seen that before. I've seen people with somebody, and they are so caught up in trying to catch somebody doing something. The person ain't even doing that, but they are so worried about that it begins to take over. They always, trying to check phones, trying to call, and I've had it happen to me before. What was you at today? I was at work. Nah, you wasn't at work today. I was at work.
Right.
Like
conjuring up, putting stuff out there, just
fearful. Get over that stuff, man. Come on.
Man, now you talking about fear. I want to talk about adolescence.
Okay.
I want to talk about adolescence.
Okay.
And I want to talk about people and how they deal with their adolescence. I want to talk about people and not just how they deal with their adolescence, but the adolescence of this time, the millennials, if you will. That's what we call them.
Well, glad you said that, because I got one more thing I'm gonna say after this.
It's crazy because I hear a lot of people be like, but these millennials crazy. They doing this, Y, Z, this, that, and the third. And man, ain't no telling what they capable of and what they willing to do. But the business is everybody's so wrapped up in trying to get success. Everybody's so wrapped up in trying to do this, that, and the third that I believe they've taken their hands off of the generation to come. And they're afraid to put their hands back on them because they're afraid what's going to happen when they try to put their hand back on them. But we really don't have a choice.
You don't have a choice.
We really don't have a choice. You know what I'm saying? We had people back in the day where you had people that were leaders, you had people that were influential in communities or whatnot that would speak, hand down what we should do, and people tried these things and put the system into their household and try them, and guess what? You had control over your infrastructure. But so people so afraid now because they took their hands off for so long, and they sent they children to these glorified daycares that we call school, and then when they come back home, they're really not watching and dealing with them and interacting and talking to them and having conversation with them when they come home. They allow them to play these video games and playing these iPads and watch all this TV and not interacting with them. So why we have not invested so much time into them, they live in a whole nother world, a whole nother lane.
That's true.
And they understand that this is the communication line. We don't have much in common.
That's true.
We don't talk. I know more about Timmy Fat Pants 87 on Instagram than I do my own father. You understand what I'm saying? And so you have parents that are fretful of trying to get a hold of their children because they feel like they went too far, let alone some other kid that's in the neighborhood causing havoc. I better not say nothing to him because I heard he got an AK. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely want to mess him if I'm not speaking to my own son. You know what I'm saying? And then the children are afraid. They take the chance of actually listening to their parents because they feel like whatever their parents is going to try to influence them to see, they're not going to be able to hold that shell that they're holding amongst their peers. I got to keep this hard shell. And if you notice that most of the millennials now, they talk very monotone. You know, they don't talk with energy like we do. The energy that they use is the same energy they get off all these different rappers and all this type of thing. Because you notice they always got on earphones. I noticed that. They always have on earphones. 2 reasons the devil do that. One reason is I can influence you through whatever I'm telling you through the music. And the second thing is, if you have on these earphones, the ones that are strong and that's over your life can't influence you because I have you in the earphones. How you doing? So as long as you got them earphones on, you can't hear nothing that the people that are put in your life to guide you to thrive. You can't hear nothing they got to say. So you got parents that's afraid to put their hands back on their children, and some of them feel guilty. They feel guilty for working all the time and this, that, and the third. So they try to put gifts on them and pay them and do stuff and give them stuff to pacify them. That's why they're so entitled. That's why they feel like you should give them anything because the music tells them this. They want the microwave lifestyle. I want this, I want that, I want it fast without the work. You know what I'm saying? They're afraid to work.
Okay.
They're afraid to work. So at the end of the day, They don't want to work. They fearful that they fearful of they won't have this lifestyle, so they'll do something stupid like rob. You know what I'm saying? Trying to get in the dope game because they're afraid to work. They're afraid to be their parents. Hey, how about that? They're afraid to be their parents. My son is probably afraid to be me. My dad always gone trying to find the money. I don't want to be like that.
Wow, the expectation. That's crazy.
Yeah, man. It's crazy, man. So in closing on what I was just saying, dog, like we just have to absolutely get a wrap around our minds and say, man, look, I'm tired of this shit. I am not gonna be operating the field. I'm not gonna be worried about how my child feels and what my child is thinking. How they're gonna. I'm not your peer. I'm your father.
No parent you.
You gonna listen what the hell I got to say. First of all, how about this? If you ain't gonna listen what I got to say, how about you find you somewhere to goddamn live?
Gotta go.
How about you take care of yourself? And then if you can do that, man, 21 gun salute, man, more power to you, man. I appreciate it, man.
But they thrived. If they did it on their own, they thrived.
Come on, man.
They thought themselves through.
You took it there. Like I tell my son, man. My daughter's a hustler. She the little hustler out of all my kids.
If you do it
man.
on your own, hey, you do it on your like my mom used to say, hey, you gonna listen to what I gotta say when you're in my house. Now, you wanna go out there and do it on your own. When I come to your house, I gotta abide by your rules.
Yeah.
Hey,
You got to, man. You got to. Man. But I was telling my daughter, she the little hustler out of my middle two children. And I talk a lot about them, and a lot of people that follow me on here, y'all see them because they're by my ex-wife and they're together. I have another son in Texas. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't see them, they don't know about my other children like that. But a lot of times they see my youngest too. So, but in speaking about them, I'm speaking about my oldest daughter. She's the hustler. My middle son, not so much.
Okay.
You know, he's coming into his own though.
Okay.
He's learned how to listen, and he sees that the hard work is going to pay off.
Okay.
And I've always told him, man, listen, son, when you're a man, you stand on your own 2 feet and you make what you got to make happen for yourself. Period. Point blank. And I'm gonna be honest with you, dude. I had the world. I wondered about that boy, cause I'm like, bro, if you don't make it with this hooping thing, what the hell you gonna do? What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Like really, what are you gonna do? You know what I'm saying? And I felt like he was dragging. He was dragging. But one day he woke the fuck up, and now he really doing his thing.
Okay.
He's shining now.
What's up?
But like his mom used to be like, you need to do this, you need to do that. I said, no. Don't beat him. Don't beat him across the head.
Okay.
Because sometimes when you beat them across the head, they can't hear nothing you got to say.
It's true.
Especially when y'all people, man, they be calling kids stupid and stuff and beating them up verbally. Quit doing that, man. Because they can't hear nothing else you got to say. They already got the earphones on all the time. Don't beat them up verbally, because then you give them something to hang their crutch on. Ooh. Later on in life, I didn't do this, that, and the third because you did this.
I'm glad you said that.
Calm down. Just teach.
So you opened up a little segue for me. Tell you about a young lady that I know. We talked about this. So she comes from a pretty decent family, right?
Yeah.
Her mother had got pregnant with her when she was about 15 years old, right? Raised her, you know. So her mom was so afraid that she would get pregnant at an early age too. She was so strict on her. I mean, strict crazy. So the young lady, she said as she started getting to be around 12, 13, 14, she started developing. And she got a nice figure.
Right.
She said she had a very nice figure. Her parents almost treated her badly because she had a nice figure. I mean, they were body shaming her. Why your butt so big? Why your breast so big? The other girls' butt. I mean, she said she was
What the mama
shaped.
what the mama look like?
The mom shaped too.
The mama fine?
The mama fine too.
What's up, Facebook?
But the mama was so hard on the daughter and body shaming her all through high school and stuff, to the point where the girl told me when she would go shopping, she would put on something, right? And it might be a little bit form-fitting.
Yeah.
She would be like, in her mind, she said she would be like, oh, no, I can't. This looks gross. and she would go put. And she said she would. She
yeah.
said she would walk out the dressing room and girls be like, "Girl, you wearing that?" In her mind, she's like, "Oh no, this is because her parents had her thinking, hating her body."
I heard that before.
And she messed around and had gained a lot of weight because she was just like really ashamed of her body.
Yeah, I know somebody like that.
But
man.
had a bad shape. So
Yep.
basically, her mom put all that fear in this girl, and her mom and the dad body shaming this girl. So basically, now, this girl is almost 40 years old. After a little bit of counseling, starting to have confidence in herself now, getting her weight back down, and getting her figure back, and will now wear decent clothes. Because I'm talking about when I used to see this girl, she would have on baggy clothes.
Right.
And it wasn't until I was asked her one time.
Baggy sundresses.
I would ask her one time, man, when we was growing up in school, why you always had on those baggy clothes? You had a bad shape. And she finally told me why. I was like, wow,
That's
I
crazy.
never knew that. But all that came from her mother being fearful that she would follow her same step. Put all that on that child. This person went through it. She said she had been in relationships with dudes would be like, man, this man come man you back. No. Like now almost 40 years old now. All these relationships broken because like I said, she had very low self-esteem. But people will always I remember in school, people always be like, man, you fine. What are you doing, man? You fine. No, I'm not. I'm fat.
Bro,
Ugh.
I got a story to go along those similar lines,
Okay.
but it's a little bit different. It has to deal with another little girl. It started with the mother. The mother was dealt with coming up. Okay, mother was dealt with people close to her.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So now she don't trust nobody.
Wow.
She don't trust nobody. With her body, just like what you're saying, she developed fast. You know what I'm saying? This woman fine, boy. Like, this woman
I
fine.
believe it. I
You hear
believe
me?
it.
But she covered her body up still to this day. You know what I'm saying? That from when I've seen her. And with her child can't be around nobody.
Wow.
You hear me? So she deprives the child of somewhat of a childhood. You know what I'm saying? And it's true. Like, I don't want you in men labs, and I want you to be somewhere
that.
safe.
I get that.
You know what I'm saying? I want you to be, mindful of what you're doing. I want to know where you are. You know what I'm saying? So communication and all that.
That's key.
That's key.
Right.
But this woman won't allow herself to be in a relationship and be happy because she don't want a man around her child.
Wow.
Ain't that crazy?
Man.
You see what Phil do?
Boy.
Phil won't let you thrive,
Come on, man. Come on now.
That thing embedded in her, man.
Yep.
It's crazy, bro. Like it almost made me want to cry thinking about that little girl and how she's going to be in that cycle.
And we know man, there's so many. I'm sure y'all have stories too of people and how you can look at how just living in fear has dominated people's lives, man. I mean, it's serious, man. That's why I'm saying we can't live like that. We got to let it go.
Man, I want to read this what Carrie Callahan said because she said the same thing happened to them. So let me read it as soon as I can get this thing to pull up. It's not let me pull it up. Y'all excuse me. Carrie Callahan, I hope we said your name right tonight. Same thing happened to me, but I finally embraced it when I was a senior in high school, shoulder shrugged in bad posture because I HD, I don't get that. Didn't want men looking at me perverts since I had boobs in the 5th grade. Oh right. I know what you mean. Made me feel shameful to have them. I know what you mean because I ain't gonna lie. I'm a barber by trade. I've been a barber for a long time. We was in a barber shop some years ago in Cobb County. Little girl walks in. I'm cutting a little guy hair. Little girl walks in, and everybody in the shop like, God dang, boy, that little girl gonna be fine. Jesus Christ. I'm cutting her brother. He's in the chair. Okay? And the little girl came over, everybody kind of like looking like, yeah. So we got like a little small chatter going on, and everybody thinking like this little girl about 16, 15, 16. She right in the middle of her high school career. This girl was 8 years old.
Oh my God, are you serious? That's
Well, look
crazy.
here. We were saying for her to be 15, 16, she has a crazy body.
8.
This girl was 8 years old. I remember to this day, dude. Earl Roberts, if you're watching right now, man, go ahead and say it, boy. Earl was in he was working in the shop at the time. Man, this little girl was 8 years old, and look, snatched.
Snatch. Yeah.
To this day, that little girl was snatched.
And you know,
So I get it.
To your point, Carrie point, I mean, with the food that we eat these days,
Yeah.
the hormones, these
Yeah.
little girls are shaped. You know, but do we live in fear with the insecurities that we had growing up when we were younger?
Yeah.
And put our kids through that? No. We have to talk. Guess what? It's a conversation.
It's a
You
conversation.
gotta have a conversation with your kids. You gotta make them understand your body is beautiful. But it's a way that you conduct yourself. It's a way that you present yourself.
Can I tell them what it is,
Go
man?
ahead.
Man, give your kids that game, man. Don't beat them down. Don't try to hide them from the world. Just give them game. Talk to them, and talk to them with a tone where they can understand. Like, we ain't trying to be I'm not trying to tell you to be your kid's friend. I want you to be your kid's confidant. I want you to be your kids, the person that your ladies, Miss Carrie Callahan, you got a son, your son can say, Mom, I'm thinking about having sex. Or your daughter say, I'm thinking about having sex. Well, I tell you what, this is what you need to do. Let me tell you, listen, let me tell you what you need to do. Let me show you something. Quiet your voice. Let me show you something. When you talk to them, turn on that vernacular, turn on that game. Say, man, I'm trying to teach you something, tell you about the world. And guess what? When you start slowing down your speech, they'll turn in their ears. Because now something's just happened. Why did your voice tweak like that? Because you're either serious or something's going on. Either way, if something's going on, I don't want to miss it.
Because you know what? A lot of your kids want to talk to you, but guess what? They're fearful.
They're fearful.
They would love to speak to you.
Sure would.
They would love to talk to you about certain things going on in their life. Things at school, sex, little feelings or something. They would love to talk to you about that. But you can't flip out on them. You got to keep that. I know I've heard you say this many times. You got to keep that line of communication open.
Have to. At all times.
You got to be able to, hey, talk to me. I ain't gonna flip out on you. I just want to know what's going on, so that I can guide you. I can't be with you 24/7, but I can guide you. I can tell you about, hey, this situation happened to me when I was younger. I want you to do better.
Right.
If I bump my head, ain't it means for you to bump your head? Because I can tell you when it comes, you say, whoa, hey, Dad told me about that. That's how it's supposed to be.
My dog, he told me.
That's how it's supposed to be. As parents, we're supposed to be guiding our kids through life. With the mistakes that we made, we can tell them. And it's like, oh, didn't give me this time. You know what? I knew my car was going to break down. That's why I started putting $50 away every check. When the car broke down, hey, Dad, I had the money. No big deal. Going to get it fixed tomorrow. I'll be rolling the next day.
Straight like that.
Keeping it going.
Anna Rogers said up there, she said up a little bit high, I seen it, and she was saying that parents want to be kids' friends. But like I said, Anna, I kind of like tuned in on that situation. It ain't about being friends. I ain't your goddamn friend. I'm your confidant. I'm that person that you can come to, man. That, hey, man, listen, we gotta talk, player.
Talk.
We gotta have this conversation, man. We got to. Even if you had to write it out. Even if you had to sit down, your children are under your supervision.
That part.
They're under your care.
That part.
And still, sometimes it's hard for us to talk to them because we take into account to how they feel and what they think, but not because of they're our children and they're our family. We take into account of what they think because, they're adolescents, so they think they're cooler than us. So now I want to be cool, you know what I'm saying? I gotta, if I come to them, I can come to them a certain way. Listen, communication is communication. Until you can get how you can control, I can say control, how you can address your child, because the conversation has to start somewhere. Take the time, sit down, and write a letter. Ink to the paper. Listen, First of all, you got to build them up. Don't you say not one thing before you build them. You tell them all the good stuff. I don't care if your little girl just ran around here and got knocked up and be trying to sleep with every little boy she can get her hands on. If she clean the kitchen well. If she bringing on good grades. If she just talks well with vernacular, just could talk and exegete what she has to say. Put out there what she does very, very well. Build her up. Tell her how much you love her. Tell her how much you got her back. And don't even put the word but. Just put comma. There is some things that I feel if you would tighten up, you would be so damn strong. The world waiting on what you got to give. But if you don't get past this, which is yourself, I'm afraid that you won't make it there. And I'm only saying that because, not because you owe me anything or because I want you to make me look. I'm just saying this because I want you to be the best person that you can be so the world can pay you everything it owes you for putting who you got to put into the world. Because you're a great person. I'm just afraid that you don't see it. And sometimes you can't say it like that with your mouth. And that's how we are as people. Sometimes we just can't relay what we need to say verbally. But you ever notice when you're typing and you texting, you get balls when you text. You're saying everything you need to say.
If you're an internet thug, you're saying whatever.
Put that pen to that paper. I challenge you to do it. And it's just like when we was younger, your parents would leave a note or something, better wash these damn dishes, all your to-do lists. Your new to-do list, if you're watching this right now, you can't be fearful. If you don't live in fear, you can thrive. Sit down, write it out. And if you feel like you're brave enough and got the cojones to sit there and have a conversation with your child, sit your child down. Turn around one time for me, brother. Sit your child down and have an eye-to-eye conversation and tell them how I feel about where your life is going based upon how well they are right now. Because that don't work for every last one of your children, because every last one of your children are different. And even people, even just people. Like me and this brother, we have some differences. I'm gonna have to have a conversation with him. And I can't be afraid to have that conversation. Because if I be afraid to have that conversation, one day it's gonna build up and I'm gonna have a conversation at the wrong time. He gonna be like, dog, what's wrong with you, bro? You could have been came to me with this. But you wanna come at me all sideways when you could have talked to me when it was small. Talk about the small things. Have them conversations, man. Get to the point, man.
We stress that so much. Have a conversation.
It's a conversation.
Talk it out.
Talk it out.
Man, this is so good.
Don't live in fear, man. Don't live in fear.
Live in fear.
Don't live in fear. You got something to say to your boss. Be mindful how you say that.
Please.
Be mindful. I'm gonna tell you right now. Don't nobody go get fired tomorrow.
Don't say that Renard and Dietrich told you to walk in the office. Watch what you say. It's a time and place for everything.
Yep.
And it's a way that you're supposed to speak to certain people. Come on now.
But take the initiative.
But take the initiative.
You influence your culture. Influence your culture in your workplace, man. But just know, don't be no asshole. I'm telling you, gonna be like, man, that boy said no. Don't be no asshole.
I can't pay your bills.
I'm not gonna pay your bills. I don't care if I had $1 million. I'd be like, you shouldn't have did that. Well, ain't what I said, pimp. But at the end of the day, man, influence your culture that the people that you're around, man. Inevitably get your mind right. Make sure you solid. Make sure you sound. Get the people, man, that's in your vicinity, man, that have get around like-minded people, and y'all put it together. Some call it cults or cults. Some people call it cliques. At the end of the day, you call it a system. Get you a system, man, that you can implement, man, into your work culture, man, and make it healthy make it healthy for you guys, man. And I believe you'll love going to your job, doing what you need to do to provide for your families, man. Trading that time for money. Yep.
Wow.
Don't be afraid, man. Don't be afraid. Man, I love it. Try 365, man. My dog, man.
I just hope that we said something for somebody and put something in somebody's life that they can benefit from. Because that's why we do this, man. If I change one person's life or said something to somebody to made a light bulb turn on, it was all worth it, man. That's why God put me here, and I'm gonna continue doing this until we can't do it no more.
You can't do it no more. And just know the lab is getting worked on. It's finna get good, man. It's finna get good.
We got some
man.
things for y'all, man.
Heck yeah, man. Hey, man, listen, right now, man, can we get, if y'all would like for us to have some guests on, I'm talking about reputable people that do their thing in the community, finances, industry stuff, artists, love, relationship, conversations.
Connoisseurs.
Yeah, y'all give us some hearts if that's something y'all would like, man.
Experts.
Y'all give us some hearts if that's something y'all would like. And if not, we don't get no hearts, we can just close out and just be me and Renard all the time.
Hey, we know some people, man. We know some people now.
We know some people, man.
So
It's coming down the pipe, man. We appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for the hearts. 21 Gun salute. If you appreciated the show, man, y'all share it, because there's going to be some people that's going to watch it later on. You know, they're going to see y'all comments. And y'all comment, man. Y'all make sure y'all comment on the shows, man, because people watch it later on. And they also, the nuggets that y'all put out there, we be having some solid nuggets, man, that y'all be putting out there, bro.
Yeah.
People be needing to see that.
man,
You know what I'm saying?
You'd be surprised. You think you're the only one going through something. There's people out there going through the same thing you are going through. There's people who think the same way. And
Absolutely.
people who have differences. But you need to hear those things, because we're all people.
Yep.
People got different perspectives.
Yep.
And
I don't believe everything is the same. But for
And-
the most part, I do. Because you sound.
but you know what though? That's how it is. You got to hear something from a different perspective and be
Yep.
like, I didn't think about it like that.
Like that. Right.
That's healthy.
That part.
That's good. That back and forth is good.
Mm-hmm.
So, what it is?
Carrie Callahan. We're going to read this one more comment, y'all. And we're going to, she put a paragraph. But we're going to do it. You ready?
Hey, read
All right,
it.
let's do it, man. This one for the road, people. Kerry Callahan said, I did say that. He's an amazing kid. He's 22 now and lives in Arizona. I'm still mom, though.
Okay.
First and foremost, he called me last night for some advice. He called me last night for some advice. I'm not going to sugarcoat it either. He was upset because he felt like his anger was getting to him. He's not an angry kid either. Asked him what was going on, said he was disappointed in himself. Well, at the end of the conversation, he was in a good mood, had some goals he was excited about, and just said it was all up to him to put the work in to get the outcome he wanted. I know that's right. It's not going to be handed to him. Believe in yourself and stay on the focused path. Keep positive people around you, and I believe in him.
Sound like you raised a smart man. Hey, when a person can look within themselves, because I like the way he went with that. He said, it's on me.
Yeah.
I got to make this happen.
That sounds
He
like,
going to be all right.
that sounds like a beautiful
He gonna be all right.
conversation.
He going to be all right.
And reading it, I felt like I could feel the warmth in it. I feel like I can hear her tone. I can hear his tone. I am so glad you put that whole situation out there, man, because that blessed me at the end of the night, and probably blessed some other situation, man, knowing that it's some people that's having heartfelt, warm conversations with
man.
their children that they're raising. Because one thing about it is, your son, that man that you're having these conversations with, have to impact other people's lives. And so being that you're talking to him and teaching him empathy and teaching him to be humble and giving him clarity on where he's trying to go, 21 Gun salute, baby.
For real.
Real talk.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
Yeah, we appreciate that.
That's what I'm
We
talking
appreciate that. One more sign brother in the world.
That's what I'm talking about right there.
So that's it, people. We finna chime out, man. I appreciate y'all
Appreciate
chiming
y'all.
in.
Thank y'all.
It's Thrive 365, man, where success, substance, and relationships matter. Those are the things we cover. That is our base. We can't wait to see y'all next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Listen, invite somebody. Y'all made this a watch party. I'm telling you, we gotta start taking our clothes off to get some attention. Nah. Hey, it's about this, and we're gonna grow. We'll see y'all next Tuesday at 8 p.m. Anything?
Just appreciate y'all for chiming in. Thank you. And we will come again next Tuesday with another topic that y'all gonna love. Lead that.
Hey, and if y'all got some topic, send them. We out.
Send 'em.
21 Gun salute. Keep your ass well living.